Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm Patrick Murphy-Racy, a Sony artisan of imagery. This video today is all about the XLR-K3M, which is a brand new XLR-enabled shotgun microphone system that I'm pretty excited about. It does direct digital with the A7R4 and the A9 II. So we're going to go ahead and open it up so we can see what's in the box. So first of all, it comes with a nice case, which I appreciate. It's nice and small. It packs in pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. And so what we have inside are a couple of items here. First, this is the unit itself. This is the XLR-K3M. If I flip up this deal here, it shows me 3 different pan pots or gain controls. These are really important because this will allow me to control channel 1, channel 2, and new to this unit is channel 3. I'll get to that later. But each of these has 3 different attenuations, 0, 10 dB, and 20 dB. I usually use 10. It seems to work great for me. And then I go all the way to the bottom on channel 1 to microphone. What's really nice about this unit is that unlike most of the aftermarket stuff out there, it doesn't require a battery because it runs off the battery in the camera. So that makes it really convenient. You don't have to keep up with another battery, another charger, whatever. If you use the XLR-K2M, you're used to seeing the channel 1 and 2 combined switch on this back panel. It's no longer there, it's on the side. There's another door that opens up here, and this is where you can check between digital or analog. Digital's up, analog's down. And then the very bottom is channel 1, channel 2. And this is input 1. So now what I've got is, instead of capturing just the left side only, the right side only of audio, it's taking this monaural signal, for instance, and it's putting into both channels in stereo. It's 2 monaural channels, but it's still cool. I'll have to do that in post. But what you get here is this will slide onto the top of the A7R4 or the A9 II, and the Smart Shoe with Sony has all these additional pins in the front of the hot shoe area. And when you slide this in, the camera senses that it's there and will automatically start doing digital audio capture if you've got it set for digital. And it's just a tremendous way to work. Now, also included in here is a dead cat, which I'm going to take out. And since I always use a dead cat on my shotgun mics, I'm just going to go ahead and permanently install it. So I'm going to take this out. The microphone is here, and basically one end of it has a hole in it. And what we're going to do is kind of stretch out the end a little bit so that we can then accept the mic. Now, this microphone is an ECM XM1. And this is a very, very high-end mic, and it's a really good mic outside of this unit. Like, this is the mic that I think comes standard on an FS7 when you use a shotgun mic that comes with it. So this is a really good microphone, and the cost of this mic, there's a dead cat. Kind of fluff it up a little bit. There we go. So now this is ready to be installed onto the unit here. So I just open this latch and open this up, and I can just literally place this mic in. It's rubber mounted. It's very, very nice, very nicely made. And now it's attached. Now if I flip this upside down, I can just open up input 1, and I can literally just plug in this mic. Now I've got a really nice mic that'll slide in the very top of the A9 II or the A7R4, and it will give me direct digital quality sound with manual pan pot control, which is really, really handy. As a starting point, I would always recommend about 6 on the level. I use 10 dB. That's a good starting point depending on what you're doing. And what I typically do is I'll take this mic off in an interview situation, and I'll run it over and hang it over the person, the subject of the video, and then that'll be channel 1. And then channel 2, I use a lavalier, a wired lavalier. And then because I can control them each separately, I can either use one as a safety in case someone starts shouting, or I can use one, I can just capture both audio, one in channel 1, one in channel 2. And what I'll typically do is I'll go into Audacity or GarageBand or whatever, in some kind of audio editor, and then I will take the best of each channel and make a hero channel and then replace that onto the video. This gives me a huge amount of flexibility and control over my audio, which I really like. So anyway, I'm pretty stoked about finally getting one of these. I expect this to be immediately plugged into my production with A7R4 and A9 II. It also comes with something that's never been had before, which is really exciting. And I hope that Sony offers this as an option to buy separately. I'm trying to see if there's a model number or part number on here. And unfortunately, I don't see one. But what's really cool about this is that unlike on the XLR-K3M, your only option is using the hot shoe, which means that this has to be in the hot shoe of the camera at all times. What's nice about this guy is I can rig it somewhere else and have a little bit of extension, which is really handy. The bottom of this is also tapped 1/4-20, so I can put this, I can mount this someplace else, and then this can then go on the top of the camera. So the XLR-K3M had a corded only deal, and it was a cold shoe. The XLR-K2M had only hot shoe connectability, and now with XLR-K3M we get everything. We get this if we want to rig it off something different, or we can go direct onto the top of the camera. But this is a great feature. I'm so excited to have this little extension. One of the things I'll do is experiment with this and see if it works with XLR-K2M. I kind of assume it will, but I want to check it first. And anyway, so yeah, this is a great little system. For those of you coming in from the cold, shall we say, from the C300s and the C100s, this is a phenomenal way to capture audio in the way that you're used to, which is on the card. Companies like Zoom probably won't appreciate this very much, because it's going to mean that even if you're a one-man band and you're just shooting by yourself, running gun with news, you're going to be able to get great audio without the need of having a separate audio capture, which is phenomenal. It makes our job easier. And again, the fact that this all runs off the Z battery inside the camera, huge benefit. So I hope this has been helpful to you. At some point in the future, I'll do a test of the XLR-K3M and try to compare it to the XLR-K2M to see if we can discern any difference between the direct digital, which I'm sure we will. For now, this is Pat Murphy-Racy, Sony Artisan, saying thanks for watching.